Alrighty, everybody. So today we are jumping into our 2017 Midnight Mountain Barbera. Now, if you see the brand, it is a Boston winery brand, something we created. Kind of a cool story behind Midnight Mountain. Our grandfather, Ralph, Big Ralph, came over from Abruzzi, Italy, very mountainous area. We wanted to create a brand to pay homage to his hometown, Somona and Abruzzi, and we love this label. It's got the 3D mountain on it. We really, really love the brand. So it is a Boston winery brand. We created it. We do produce this wine. If you see it on our store or when you come in, we do make it. And we make all the wines that we're associated with. So this Barbera is very, very unique. It's one of my favorite wines. It is a bigger, bolder varietal, but here's the kicker with it. Most Barberas are grown in Italy. In fact, I would be very, very hard-pressed to say you'll find a Californian-grown Barbera in a liquor store. We do source this from California. I did a video on clones. This is a Californian clone. So what that means is one of our growers from Susan Valley took some of these vines over from his cousin's vineyard in Italy, transplanted them in California. When the grape was then ripe and hardy for us to use for winemaking, we then took some of that grape over. Our grower does not produce a lot of this because Californian Barberas are so unique and really not marketed at all. It is an awesome, awesome varietal. So with this wine, like I said, it's bigger, it's bolder. This is something that can definitely stand up to some dense protein. Let's jump in, let's taste it. Swirl, sight. I know that this is inky black. I'm looking down on my napkin here. Very, very dark coloration to it. You know it's gonna be a bigger varietal. So right away your mouth's coated. A lot of vanilla to it. Ralph Jr., Ralphie did a lot of barrel aging on this, and you have to with bigger varietals. Now, when I say that, that barrel aging doesn't overpower the grape. It's all relative. This grape is big, it's bold, it needs barrel aging to become smooth, but you feel your whole mouth is coated with that malolactic fermentation, which I did a video on. This wine went through a dense malolactic fermentation. Lots of vanilla notes right away, but you get a ton of fruit. Lots of cherry, lots of strawberry, a little bit of plum, but it finishes with a dryness that you drink this, you want to have a steak. It's a big varietal, you need something dense. When I do our pairings here, I talk a lot about depth on your palate and how if you have a big wine, you need a big food item. If not, the wine will overpower the food, and vice versa, right? You don't want to drink a steak while drinking a Pinot Grigio, or excuse me, you don't want to eat a steak while drinking a Pinot Grigio because the steak will overpower that Pinot Grigio. So they're not going to complement each other. This wine needs something big, it needs something bold. Even like a pasta with bolognese would be too light for this. It's a fantastic wine. It's a 2016. We hold this Barbera back specifically until we think it's vintaged aged to its peak. This is something that we probably won't have in stock much longer. We are moving on to our 2017 soon, which we've been tasting for R&D purposes only, of course, and it's tasting fantastic as well. Barbera is great. It's a unique varietal. Hopefully they become more popular on the California winemaking scene. Cheers, guys.